This is the $99 Ferrari 458 Spider racing wheel by Thrustmaster. Today I'll be unboxing and sharing my initial thoughts on this entry level product, and stay tuned because in the upcoming weeks I'll be releasing a thorough review on it. Taking a look around the box, everything looks as you would expect. Some nice graphics showcasing the wheel and pedals as well as a bunch of other information are seen here. Opening it up from the top, the first thing you see is an orange paper which shows where everything plugs in. Underneath that, you see everything else tightly packed in and wrapped in plastic. First thing I took out was the table clamp, then the wheel itself, which was a lot lighter than I anticipated, a small manual which I won't read, and finally the pedals, which are also very light. Now let's take a more in-depth look at everything. First, you receive this table clamp which will allow you to securely hook up the wheel to a desk or any flat surface. I won't be using it because I'll be attaching it to my cockpit, but I'm sure most people buying this product will most definitely find it useful. Next up, we have the very lightweight pedals, and wow, these are a lot smaller than I thought. The pedal set is composed almost entirely of plastic, and honestly it doesn't feel like the most rigid plastic out there, so I'm seriously concerned for how these will hold up in game. Second thing I immediately noticed is how close together the brake and throttle pedals are, so I'll have to see how I feel about them when using them for the next few days. Pushing the pedals down with my hand, they felt as I expected. The brake pedal is a lot heavier to push down than the throttle, but that's all I can say about them at the moment. There are some notable things I saw, however. Underneath the pedals there is a cable management indent and some mounting holes for when using these on a rig. There's also a bunch of other floor grips, but no spikes for when using these on carpet. Now let's move on to the star of the show, the Ferrari 458 wheel itself. First impressions, I was pleasantly surprised with the quality. The red rubber felt grippy and very nice to hold on to, and all the button styles and even the paddle shifters felt pretty good, especially at this price point. Overall though, this is a very good looking wheel. The plastic Ferrari badge glistens under light and sits flush with the rest of the wheel. The engine start-stop button actually has the text indented rather than printed, and the engine mode dial is finished in this very nice shiny color. The wheelbase itself, however, is very wide, a lot wider than any I have ever seen, and this is probably because it's housing the bungee cord mechanism, since it doesn't actually have force feedback or anything like that. Underneath the wheel you see the USB cable as well as the mounting hole which I will be using. At the moment I'm left pleasantly surprised with the wheel itself. It looks a lot better than I thought and feels like a lot more than a $99 wheel. The pedals, however, are a different story, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how they will hold up in game. For $99, however, my expectations will certainly be lower, but I'm really hoping that it will impress me. So as I mentioned, stay tuned because in the next few weeks, once I've had a chance to test this wheel out and get my thoughts together, I'll be releasing a comprehensive review on it. If this video brought any value to you, a like would be appreciated as it helps YouTube promote this video to more people. Also, if you're into all types of high quality sim racing content, consider subscribing because that's what I do. But with all that being said, thank you all for watching, stay safe, and as always, have a fantastic rest of your day.